What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and well, that took a lot of energy, and this is me without coffee right now. We must find caffeine.
Must find caffeine.
And this is me after coffee. Man, it feels great to actually finally be awake now with you guys. Yes, I'm not sleeping in the vlog.
Ooh.
All right, guys, so we just arrived down here at Peach Bottom Auto Body because in today's video, we are actually picking up and taking delivery of Sam's truck from Lime Ridge. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Sam's got that other white 2020 that's on polished American Force wheels. And a lot of you that live in Lancaster County always used to mistake me as sending me pictures of Sam's truck all the time because you thought it was me, which we honestly get an absolute kick out of. But short of the long here is, it just got finished. Sean went above and beyond doing some paint match unlike anything I've ever seen on a 2020 before, and it looks so good. So we are going to be showing you guys this truck, how it turned out, all the stuff that was done to it, and then we are actually going to be bringing it back up to Lime Ridge for Sam to check out. Unbeknownst to him, he doesn't actually know that I'm down here picking his truck up. It's kind of something that Sean and I had kind of planned on the side, kind of as a small surprise, if you will. Now guys, you see this Ford right here? You can't take this one home. I'm sorry, it's my truck. But this is your last reminder to get entered for Dream Diesel giveaway number 12. As of this video going live on Thursday, 2 days to get entered for Dream Diesel giveaway number 12. This Dodge right here, this 2019 limited and $10,000 cash could be yours, and 10 times entries are live. So my procrastination nation, this is your final reminder on the vlog. All right, guys, without further ado, take a look at Sam's revised 2020. It looks absolutely incredible. Dudes, we're talking the SAE standard of paint match right here behind us with the Denali. That was my little reference for the equipment operators out in the group. I've kind of been more or less looking at excavators. I'm not going to explain why right now, but I did learn that excavators have SAE controls and ISO controls. And well, I'm now referring to this paint match job as the SAE standard versus kind of the normal ISO standard of my YouTube channel. Any operators out there, I think you guys are catching on to what I'm doing. There's a lot of work that was done to Sam's Denali that we're going to go over here in just a second with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sean from Peach Bottom Auto Body. Also, guys, if you want to go follow Sean's YouTube channel, I'm going to put that information in the description below. All the technicals, all the work that went into this thing, all covered there. You definitely don't want to miss it. His edits are absolute fire, too. But anyway, guys, after we go over everything that's done to the truck, we're actually going to be taking this up to Lime Ridge and surprising Sam. He actually just texted me asking if I was picking up the truck, and I kind of had to lie to him. Sam, I'm sorry in advance. I told him that Sean actually wasn't quite done with the job yet, and unfortunately something came up on my schedule, and I wasn't able to get his truck. You really outdid yourself on this one, brother man.
Thanks, dude.
It looks freaking fantastic. So where do we even start, bro?
I don't know, it was a long process.
This was work, man. This is unlike anything that I've personally ever brought you.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it was definitely the biggest job we've done yet to date.
So guys, what we did here, or I should say what Sam did here, I feel like I'm so involved in this, so I'm saying we, but really it's them. I just like inserted myself in the middle of this whole operation.
Well, you were who brought it down, so it's kind of cool that you're picking it up too. It kind of completes your...
Dude, it worked perfectly. Sam really wanted to go a little bit different than what I did on my truck, and he really had a great vision in mind on this thing between the mind of this man and Sam in total. Rather than kind of deleting all the chrome, they rather kind of wanted to call the chrome out and delete all the black. All the black textured plastic has basically been removed on this truck, except for the bed rails. Literally, that's about it. And that was for a reason. The bed rails get used, so we didn't really want to paint them because you'd end up scratching it, painting it, chipping it, whatever the case might be. What'd you do on this thing?
Like you said, it's like, where do you start? But pretty much, if anyone was watching the video of when it was dropped off, you would have remembered what this truck looked like. But we ended up actually painting 55 different pieces on the truck. So when it was all disassembled, there was 55 parts that we had to spray. And on top of that, it was all white pearl. So it was a ton of work to do that. And then obviously, as you know, texture removal, that's a lot of work as well.
So you went in and painted, I'm just gonna start calling everything out. Lower front valence, fog light bezels, behind the grill, all this right here, the badge, the emblem. You did the whole hood scoop.
This part was already done, and then this one we did.
On the inside, which was black plastic. You did the license plate frame. I'm looking. You touched up the fenders because they weren't weren't really a true match from General Motors, which bothers the crap out of me, by the way, on my truck. It's something that I deal with. You just couldn't let that fly here.
No, we didn't want to do that.
My favorite touch, I think, out of everything, because it all looks so good, but this is actually a surprise for Sam. Sean did not tell Sam that he was going to be doing this. If you guys can recall, we highlighted GMC on my 2020. Should I turn my ND filter off? It looks okay.
No, keep it on.
All right, so my favorite touch on the truck right here, and it was kind of a surprise.
It was, yeah. I didn't tell Sam we were doing anything. I did speak to him about potentially changing these, and then he was kind of like, yeah, I don't know what direction he wants to go. He wanted to stick with clear lenses, and I was thinking that I wanted to do something special, so I was gonna look into buying the clears lenses like we did on your truck. But the reason I didn't go that route is for two reasons. One, they say GMC inside the clears lenses. These do not. So therefore, I was able to put any letters I wanted because it's a clean slate.
Sure.
Whereas if I went with the clears, you would have seen GMC behind it, which I didn't want.
That wouldn't have worked out all that well.
No. And Boost Auto absolutely came through with these lights.
Yeah, our boys at Boost are freaking family at this point in time, and they offer a complete package, plug and play. No disassembly required.
It's a no-brainer, honestly.
And it's already all an amber strip, clear, kind of like they say it's a haze lens, but it's pretty clear in my personal opinion.
It definitely is clear.
And honestly, I think it lights up better than the factory LEDs.
I couldn't agree more. It's nice, and it, like you said, it's brighter than factory, and you can do something like this. I mean, you could put L5P in there. You could put
your Instagram handle. Ooh.
That's for sure. Anything you want. And if you wanted to put GMC, you can do that as well. It would look perfect. And honestly, it would be easier because you wouldn't have to worry about lining up the old GMC to the new GMC perfectly.
Dude, Sam is absolutely going to love that. And Boost, I'm glad to see that you guys are making these things now. They don't offer them painted from Boost Auto Parts directly, but if you guys ever wanted to do anything like this, I know a guy. So that is absolutely awesome. Repainted the fender flares, painted the kind of like bottom cap on the flare, painted the mirrors, painted the DURTYMAX badge. That looks so good, by the way. I just noticed. How did I not notice this earlier? You painted the cab lights. What? Dude, they look great.
Actually, Sam only talked to me about that about a week ago. He's like, hey, can we do something with the cab lights?
Wow, that looks awesome. Did I miss anything up front?
Up front, I think that's everything.
And to the back, well, actually to the side. So you did the entire side step, including the step pad.
Those were done before, but they were quite rough.
We've got our fender caps here on the back all done, obviously matching light. We've got our step pad and side step all paint matched. The top bezel has now been sanded smooth and painted. You've got your caps, your spare tire release, and then of course your 7-pin connector covers all painted. I would say it's a tailgate handle, but it's the tailgate button bezel mount camera holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then you tinted the taillights. And third brake light.
They were vinyl before.
Damn, dude, this thing looks freaking pimpin'. Oh my God. You killed it.
Dude, I couldn't have done it without everyone here and without you guys kind of throwing your input on it too, because it was a ton of work. And if I would have had to do it myself, oh my gosh, Sam would have lost the truck for 3 months.
Shout out to obviously everybody at Peach Bottom. You know, if you're gonna accomplish anything in life that's great, you need to have an awesome team that supports you. Questionable. In this whole, no, I'm just kidding. I love you, Jake. We love you, Jake. We love you, Jake. But seriously, guys, like everybody here at Peach Bottom absolutely crushes it. And this thing is a result of that. It looks so good. And as I was kind of mentioning, you know, you go one of two different routes when you choose to paint match your truck, in my personal opinion, so you don't overdo it. You can combine the SAE and the ISO standard, as I'm referring to them now, from this point going forward on the channel. But for anybody that doesn't understand that, you basically can't paint all the black and all the chrome, because then you just end up with like a blob. It's basically just a blob. It has no definition, it has no contrast, and there's nothing that breaks apart the paint match from the non-paint match parts. So you can go one of two directions. You can delete all the black plastics, or you can delete most of the chrome and leave a little bit, like I like to do all the time. But man, this thing really makes Sam's truck like totally one of one. Welcome to another 2020 that's not mine, but feels almost exactly like it. Safety first. Time to cool the buns. That's a hot. Aha, now we're good. AC on. And boys, we are freaking rolling in style. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the front end of that Lariat right there? Damn, that thing looks bad. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just roll totally squad deep with two bad trucks down the highway together. I know if I was to pass, I'd probably snap my neck immediately, but that's just me. Is anybody with me? And if you are stoked about Sam's reaction to his completely refreshed, completely overhauled and transformed 2020 DURTYMAX, smash that thumbs up button on this vlog. We are on our way up to Surprise Sam as we speak. I'm super fingers crossed that the surprise goes as planned. I kind of feel like he might be onto us, but then again, I actually don't think he is at all, and Jake will be the perfect distraction.
The kind of look like spaghetti noodles. Throw some whirly.
They're the racing ones. I don't know why guys put them on. Something with the way they...
Really? Yeah, Jack texted me yesterday. He's like, you need to buy this truck. Trust me. Yesterday it was wet and it didn't hook up for still feel. It was just ridiculous.
I didn't really rump it. What the shit?
Yes.
Your ride has officially been pimped.
Dude, what the heck?
Sorry I lied to you this morning, dude.
You're such a...
Happy Friday, brother.
You straight up lied to me.
I did.
I'm
You
like,
go.
I
I'm
saw
sorry.
you turn, I'm like, that is not Jack's truck. That's my freaking... Look at the LRA. Dude.
You like that?
Oh my god.
Dude, that's what I was telling you about yesterday that I wouldn't tell you about.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, dude, Sean did something on your truck you're gonna absolutely love, but I like can't reveal it. He's
No,
like,
I heard
you're killing
you, and
me.
you literally just got off the phone. And I heard it coming, I thought it was you. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Dude, that is sick.
Mission successful once again,
Guys,
Jake.
you're crazy.
It was hard getting him out. He wasn't gonna come out.
You had to
Dude.
like strip him.
Yeah, I was like running around. I'm ready to leave. Like, I literally have my... Wow, dude. Sean killed it again. Thank you,
Dude,
Sean.
it looks so good.
Wow, guys.
It's a looker, man.
Seriously, you gotta have someone just drive it behind you just so you can look at the front. Oh my gosh. Did you see me hanging out the window?
I did.
I was like,
yeah.
oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, hopefully this man actually looks where he's going.
Dude, I'm like, I don't know how you did this. We're supposed to go on vacation. We shouldn't even be here. I should be at home helping my wife.
Well, I guess we're both gonna be in the doghouse then.
We are.
The double take you took was hilarious.
Wow.
He's like,
I saw, and I was like, dude, look at that front end though.
Check it out, man. I've been calling this the SAE standard
Wow,
of
dude.
trucks because I go the ISO standard. You went the SAE standard. All this in here. Oh my God, like all this here and to top it off, dude. So it's pretty cool. Here, check it out. Ready? I'll turn them on real quick.
Wow, he's so good. Oh my god.
Look at that. So you know how we're best friends with Boost Auto Parts, right? So they actually came through for those with you. Well, he was, but then we looked into Boost Auto and we found that they make one that does not say GMC on the back. So it said specifically LRA. So he did them like mine, except he put the paint on even thicker so it doesn't shine through anywhere except right there.
Sean, where are you?
Right, dude?
Thank you, brother.
He
That
killed that, man.
is-
His,
Look at the cab lights too.
the cab lights painted. Oh my God, dude, this thing looks insane.
Yeah,
You
but
just
I-
leveled up your 2020 like
No,
big
I-
time,
no,
dude.
I could not wait for this thing. And then the Corvette guy was down there this morning. He messaged me. He was
Andy.
like, the truck looks killer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what the, I didn't know what I said. I'm like, I was kind of pissed. I just want to see it.
Wait, what do you think when I
Send me
texted
a
you?
picture. I was like, I just played with
Because
it.
I kind of intentionally didn't text you last night to follow up because I was like, all right, I kind of need to position him a little bit. Like, there was a few things that came up that Sean wanted to touch up. So initially, this truck was actually going to be done like a week ago. But then Sean found these things and he just kind of wanted to take care of them to really complete the package. So it kind of was expected. It worked out well. Well, I'm sorry I had to lie to you. I felt bad.
It's all good.
He was standing over my shoulder and Sean was right here and I'm like, dudes, I just lied to Sam. I feel terrible.
I honestly thought it was your truck.
So I called Jamie on the way up and I'm like, hey, tell Sam that he wants to come look at that so he can kind of distract the guy a little bit.
Buying that or what?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm milling it over.
He's like, you have to buy it now. You lied to me. I'm sorry. You have no choice.
That is your penalty.
That is so perfect.
Isn't it incredible, man?
Wow.
It looks really, really good.
Dude, you so got me.
Mission successful, boys. We did it once again.
I was like,
Wow.
Sam, you want to go over that truck with me? Like, you and Jamie
And I
come
was
out
like,
and walk me
wondering,
through it. And he's
like-
like, oh, Jamie will know more than me. It doesn't even come out, so I'm like,
You're like, no, no.
how are we going to get him out
The
here?
plan is falling apart. Jamie texted me, come now, come now. He's outside, he's outside.
I went down there and just got back. You took me with that. So salty.
If this video gets 9,850 likes, we will force Sam to get 24s in his 2020, guys. Hit that like button, let's get it going.
Make it like 5 likes then if we're going to force him to get 20.
No, we gotta actually set it high. We gotta set it high. Just to give you guys a perspective of how much of a difference DURTYMAX can actually make side by side. They've got a 2020 that's up here at the lot for sale. That's completely bone stock. It's incredible what you can really make a truck turn into after super tasteful mods. I mean, everything, like just to start start off looking at the fenders side by side. No more orange lens and no more black plastic, all paint matched. In and of itself actually makes the trucks look completely different, but then you look at the valences, the plastics all paint matched. You look at the badge matching. It almost seems like the badge sticks out a little bit more because everything's white behind it now. You've got your mirrors, you've got your hood scoop insert, you've got paint matched versus non-paint matched cab lights, you've got power folding steps versus non-power folding steps. Look at the difference, guys, of the lights. It's incredible. There we got our paint match versus non-paint match step, again on the back fenders. And then here we actually have kind of a cool observation. From the factory, they offer two different styles of mud flaps. They have these kind of larger ones that expand out and then the skinnier, sleeker ones. My truck and Sam's truck are this style, but they also offer this style, just something for you guys to be on the lookout on. And then looking at the back end, all right, so we've got tinted taillights, we've got D-badge versus badge installed, we've got paint match steps, we've got the plastics on the top of the bumper paint matched, and we've got tinted third brake light versus non-tinted third brake light. Look at the differences, guys. My goodness, it is absolutely incredible to see them side by side like this. Super cool perspective too, because it's not every day that you just have two 2020 Denalis available like this. All right, guys, so we had to make a quick pit stop at the shop to actually drop the Super Duty off while I'm on vacation. Jake is actually gonna get to work on that truck because we have some really exciting things in store, so stay tuned for that. And your last reminder that 10 times entries are live. 2020 has been somewhat kind of strange, so inevitably you could make it even stranger by trying to wrap your mind around the fact that you could be taking a truck home and then trying to explain that to people because they're gonna think that's strange. Well, you're not gonna, because you're gonna be the owner of this truck and have $10,000 in the bank. So yeah, guys, last reminder right now. All right, baby girl, I'll see you when I get back from vacation. And you are looking so clean. Thanks to Mother Nature for hooking us up with the assistance and washing this thing off the other day. I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, I think it might need more paint match. Damn you, Sam and Sean. You guys are really rubbing off on me. There's a quick look at my side markers. We've got the GMC versus the LRA. Two very tasteful touches in my personal opinion. Well, this is an interesting view of Lancaster County. I haven't found this one before. And a little bit of grind hard coffee to complement a great morning. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap up the video right here. Just wanted to kind of bring you all along to where I'm gonna be over the next 7 days hanging out down here in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Absolutely gorgeous. We're in Cape Hatteras, all the freaking way down at the bottom of the Outer Banks. Got this really cool house with my family. We're all hanging out. My nieces, my nephews, Jack. We got the whole gang here. We have this absolutely gorgeous view of the ocean. And then we've got Soundside over here. Not bad, not bad. I like the cab. Had the Denali all loaded up, got that thing completely emptied, and we're just gonna be chilling for the next few days. Guys, so that's where we're gonna wrap up this video. We gotta soak in the view, and I couldn't just enjoy this all to myself. I had to bring you guys along to check this out a little while. Water's looking nice and blue. Hopefully gonna get some fishing in while we're down here and do some other things that I really enjoy on the coast. So guys, this is my absolute last reminder to you on YouTube for Dream Diesel giveaway number 12. If you wanna get entered, your time is very, very limited. No pun intended for the 2019 load and $10,000 cash. That giveaway ends September 13th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 times entries are live for your chance to win. All I can say is I can't wait to meet you when you come down here to pick up your truck.